A state trooper pulled over a speeding car on a Texas highway. It was a routine stop. It was supposed to be nothing. But when he walked up to the driver's window, he found a woman holding a newborn baby. The umbilical cord was still attached. She was shaking. She said she had just given birth, right there in the car, on her way to the hospital. The officer called an ambulance. He thought he was helping someone in a crisis. He had no idea he was standing at the center of a crime that had started months earlier and a mile away. Someone was already dead. Her name was Taylor Parker, 27 years old. She had been telling people she was pregnant for 9 months. She had the bump. She had the cravings. She had the due date. She had the nursery. She had a whole life built around a baby that did not exist. And on the morning of October 9, 2020, in the small town of New Boston, Texas, she went to the home of Regan Simmons Hancock. Regan was 21 years old. She was genuinely pregnant, 8 months along. She had a name picked out too, Braxlyn Sage. No one is entirely sure what happened inside that house. What forensic investigators found when they arrived was enough to know that Regan had not died quickly, and that she had not died without fighting, and that when Taylor Parker drove away, she had Regan's baby. When the paramedics checked Taylor at the hospital, something didn't add up. The doctor who examined her found no signs of labor, no signs of recent delivery, no physical evidence that she had been pregnant at all. They asked her directly. She denied it. They asked again. And then, piece by piece, the picture started to come apart. The fake pregnancy, the fake due date, the calls Taylor made to family members in the days before telling them the baby was coming, the messages, the timeline, the fact that Taylor had faked a pregnancy at least once before, years earlier, in a different relationship, with a different story, for reasons that no one has ever fully been able to explain. Forensic psychiatrists who later reviewed her case described her as a pathological liar, not someone who lies occasionally to avoid trouble, but someone who lies as architecture. Someone who builds an entire identity from constructed facts and then defends that identity as if her life depends on it, because to her, it did. Regan Simmons Hancock was 21 years old. Her daughter Braxlyn survived, taken from the scene and placed with Regan's family. Taylor Parker was convicted of murder with special circumstances on October 3, 2022. She became one of only a handful of women on Texas death row. What haunts investigators and the people who knew both women is the simplest question, the one that always sits underneath cases like this. How do you look at someone you know, someone who is telling you everything you want to hear, and decide that the story doesn't add up? Regan Simmons Hancock had known Taylor Parker. She let her in. That's the part that stays with you, not the crime itself, not the conviction, the moment before it. The ordinary Tuesday morning when a door opened and everything changed.